And Suleiman, my name is Peter. I'm a community manager here at Xmind, and I'm so excited to start this Xmind webinar program. And it's our very first time in 2025 and in 2026. Today it's a very small audience, which means we may have more time at the end of the session to answer questions, and interact with each other. And I'm very pleased to introduce you to Suleiman, our speaker today. He's a very experienced business coach based in Nigeria. Suleiman, why don't you get started by do a self intro and tell us what we are going to go through today.
Okay, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever part of the world you're in. As Peter rightly pointed out, my name is Suleiman Shaibu. I'm a management consultant, business coach, and an AI expert. I've been working for the past 30 plus years. I started my consulting business 8 years ago. Prior to that time, I'd worked for companies like Microsoft, HP, and Terminus. I've always been in a sales function. I first discovered mind mapping in my late hours in Microsoft, because I went for a meeting with a colleague of mine, and I noticed whilst I was taking notes in the conventional way, using my laptop, typing away, my colleague was busy scribbling, and I didn't understand exactly what he was doing, but whatever it is what he was doing, by the time he finished writing his own minutes of the meeting, his own was far, far better than mine. And I got curious and asked him what exactly was this sketching and drawing all about, and he told me that the concept was called mind mapping. That was about nine plus years ago. I've been using mind maps now forever. I use it for so many things. When I do my consulting work, when I'm brainstorming myself, when I'm trying to write a post, I use mind mapping for several things. And interestingly, with the advent of generative AI, I also use mind mapping to design my programs, and also I use it for building apps. So far, I have built over 10 plus apps, some of which I will share with you in the course of the presentation today. So I think the best way for us to start is to just take you through a quick 5 minutes presentation. Then we'll jump to mind mapping properly. I don't know whether it's safe to assume that everybody who is on the call right now has had one encounter with mind mapping before. Since there are very few of us, I guess we can get very chatty. Anybody can unmute their mic. Does everybody understand what mind mapping is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see a nod of the head. I'm sure if you don't want to turn on your mic, you can easily leave a comment in the chat box, or you can send a thumbs up emoji. So the best way for us to start now is actually to do like this, which is to first start with the presentation by sharing my deck. Just give me a minute. So I will click the share button, and I will share my presentation. If you can see my presentation, let me know so that the journey will be fast and quick. Okay, I can see some thumbs up. So obviously, you can see my presentation. Well, the first message I have for everybody here today on this call is that mind mapping is for everyone. Whether you're an individual, you're a child, you're a teenager, you're a core professional, you're a baker, you're a woman who sells clothing, vibe coding is for you. It's simple. All you need to do is to chat with your LLM, your large language model, whether it is Claude, whether it's ChatGPT, Google Gemini, all of them now can help you write simple apps, and can also write complex apps, by the way. So some of the demos we're going to demo today is to show you how easy it is to do. And I also wanted to explain a simple structure that you need to follow if you wanted to get the best out of your coding experience. And one of the best way of doing so is for you to be more intentional about what it is you tell your AI to do when it comes to writing an app for you. I've written a very simple flow here, and if you are looking at the screen, you see it. Vibe coding is equal to thinking visually, mapping out clearly what it is you've been thinking about, and building that app using the smarts and all the power of AI to be able to get your app out there. That's what it is. And anytime we combine vibe coding with mind mapping, we get speed and efficiency. In what way? Because when we are clear about what it is that we're trying to do, I will tell the AI actually performs the function very well. Building an app is like building a house or putting up a building. So anytime you want to put up a building, you just don't go around getting sand, buckets, etc. The first person you always approach is an architect. And why do you approach an architect? Because an architect is the one that actually maps out your idea. He puts it on paper and gives you a design. And when you go to an architect, you don't just go and tell the architect, build me a building. Even if you do so, a very smart architect will ask you a question. What type of building? Are you trying to build an office complex? Are you trying to build a house? Are you trying to build a mall? Are you trying to construct something that is even more complex? Or it could be a combination of a house and a hotel. What exactly do you want? When you tell the architect what it is you want, the architect will go ahead and do a mock-up sketch of what it is you want. Then you will now, when you see what it is you want, you will now tell the architect the changes that they need to make. So let us give an example of a family that approaches a husband and wife that approaches an architect and say, look, build us a family house. So once you tell the architect, build us a family house, the architect will ask you how many rooms, how many floors, and do you want the building to have a garden? Do you want even the garden to be on top of your house? Imagine if you have kids and you decide to situate your garden at top of your house. You know there's danger in it. There is a likelihood that children could play and could fall. So maybe when you want to first build your first house, you should actually have the garden at the back of your house. So it's on the ground level, so better for safety. Why am I giving you this story? I'm saying that most times when people approach vibe coding, because it's the buzzword now, they tell you how easy it is for you to just give an instruction to the AI and it builds you an app. No, even though it does, but most times it does not give you exactly what it is you have in mind, because your AI is not a clairvoyant. There's no way it can know in advance what is it that you want if you are not being very specific about what it is that you need to do. So what I have done here is actually I have created a very simple infographics. You can scan this barcode, or you can go to this URL here that done here, and it will show you 7 steps you need to take for you to vibe code. The next thing we need to do now is actually to go to mind mapping and explain to you why we need to mind map. Just the same way the architect draws those things, it's important that we can sit down quietly and actually mind map what it is that we have in mind to build. And I'm going to use 4 examples today to showcase what it is that we want. Remember when I said vibe coding is for everyone? A family person, a baker, a professional. This time around, this lady is representing that of an accountant, and this woman is representing someone who sells clothes. Okay, so I come from Nigeria, I live in Nigeria. This is how a Nigerian lady from the southwest part of Nigeria dresses, and she sells clothes. But everybody can take advantage of technology, and we will look at the different kind of things that they can build and they can put to use. So let's switch up now. I'm going to leave this session and take you straight back to the app itself. So if you come here, so this is a mind map. When I started, I actually did a quick check to check if everybody understand what a mind map is, right? So what we've done is to quickly take you through a step where we ask very fundamental questions, which is anytime you are building an app, the first thing you should always ask is, what type of app do you want to build? What problem are you trying to solve? Once you understand the problems you want to solve, a mind map like what it is we have here helps visualize your thought process, right? In a mind map. I will not go into all these details, but suffice to say that one of the first type of app we will be building is to build a simple app for a energy recharge. So I live here in Nigeria right now. We different ways of paying for electricity is through a prepaid. If you have a prepaid meter, you can actually vend your energy. Once your energy finishes, you do a top up, and it's been like a problem even in my own house because we have 2 kids. At different times, any of us could actually do the recharge, but we actually keep a manual recording of the recharge that we do, how much energy credits we bought, when we bought it, and what was the meter reading or the power reader as at the time the energy recharge was bought. And I've told my son that maybe we should actually convert this to a simple app that we can use. So what we'll do very simply is, let me go here. By the way, there are many vibe coding tools you can use to build an app. So you can use the traditional LLMs like ChatGPT, Claude, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot. But the big ones like Lovable, Replit, Cursor, etc. are also good examples. And our examples, we'll use Lovable as our preferred tool for developing this vibe code. And I also use Google AI Studio to show you that you can use different type of app. But there's no time. We have only 1 hour, so we have to use our time effectively. But the point I'm trying to make here with this, let me go back to the mind map. Just 1 minute. Yes, here is that a person who wants to develop an app, instead of rushing and just say, build me an energy recharge app, which your AI will do, but it will never really address your own concern. So what we're going to do here is that, for example, this is an example of a mind map that I've done explaining what it is we do. So we'll just start something because it's a live demo, and I'll call this a energy recharge app. So when I start, the first thing I do is to first define what the problem is, because the problem is we have problem with keeping records of charge. We want to be able to track energy usage, right? I'll keep it very simple and short. I will still use this other one that's finished to do the demo, but just to show you my thinking process. The good thing about mind map is that once you're mind mapping, your creative juice starts to flow. You are thinking off your head and you're writing what it is that comes to your mind. You can always rearrange your mind map. So in this case here, we need to also ask ourselves, okay, so who are going to be the users of this app? Which is very important, because we don't create apps for the sake of creating an app. Imagine if you're a baker, when you're creating an app, you want to solve a problem, whether it is to help keep inventory of the ingredients you use in your bakery, whether it's flour, sugar, you want to be able to issue invoices, or whatever problem you have, you want to be able to do that. You also need to define who will be using this app. In our case, because this is a family, it is all the family members here in my house that are using this app. So it is father, mother, son. But not to worry, I won't bore you. We have a daughter, but I'll just stop here and I'll show you for a reason when we're doing this demo. We may also to have instances where we have a guest, where maybe we're not home, we left our home, and the person, we don't want the person to run out of charge. They should be able to do it. So we'll have a guest, somebody who can also do it. When we are when we're trying to think of that app, we have to think of all the ways we want it to work. So we need to think of the flow. So when the person logs in, how should the person log in? Well, each person have to have their own profile. The same way when you are watching Netflix, you have your own profile, and the people who you are living with also have their own profile. So it means that the login, we should design the login to make it very easy. So we have to have like login, feature, things like, keep it very simple. Maybe it's Google login we'll use, Google login, okay? When I say Google login, like if you have a Google account, you can easily sign up. I'm sure you've used many apps where you have to use Google as your login. You could be a username and password style. Okay. Why? Because maybe our guests may not have a Google account, so we don't want to force the person to have an account they don't have. But if they have a username and password, you can put it there. Then we also now look at also the features that this app should have, because this is an app that is supposed to serve us for many reasons. So we can write features, right? So what kind of features should they have? Yes, we should be able to to store information like records, which is like the users, the amount, dates, the recharge was done, the of the charge, etc. Now, the reason why we do mind map, like, because before you think it's an academic exercise, is because things that are important to us doesn't get lost. If you were a professional app developer, they would tell you that the best way for you to use vibe coding is to build what you call a product requirement document, a PRD. But none of us here are developers, or hopefully there are. This is also a good learning point. But the point is that you are ensuring that you get the ingredient that you need for you to be able to build this app. The same way your architect will be asking you a question about what it is you need in a house. Do you need what kind of kitchen? Where should the kitchen be? Should the kitchen be in the same location as the sitting room? Or should it be at the back? Where should the store be? Where should the pantry? Where should the children room be? etc. All those things are the same way we're sitting down and mapping out this process. I'm going to keep it very short, then come back here and say, imagine if we had done all the due diligence and taken all the steps. Look at this. This is telling you an example of some things you will see in my map. I've kept it very simple. It could have been more detailed than this. But the idea for you is to say, now that I've thought about everything, at least according to your own knowledge, your AI also too should be able to help you in some area and some things you may have forgotten, right? So let me look for a very simple example here. Let's take here, let's say this usage analytics. Maybe there's something you did not think about. Interestingly, Xmind has a feature that can help you. Let's see, let's do this idea, right? So let's add 3 more ideas here. 3 more ideas. Topic. Let's see what happens. So you do this, this should come up with some new things you never considered. So here it is. It's bringing out some things. Okay, he's talking about my mapping technology. Okay, no, that's not correct. Let's take this out. Just give me a minute. Okay. Anyway, so this is what it is we have. We can actually, Peter is on the line now. Let's say there are more things. Assuming I was building this app with Peter, I could actually share this mind map with him. Let's try share. Let's go here. Let's publish it. Let me get the URL link. I'll copy the link. I'll put it in the group. Let me see, where's the chat box? Give me a minute. Okay, this is the chat box. I'll put it here. Let's see. So Peter and someone else on the line, maybe Mr. Singh, you can actually click on this link and see this mind map and actually add more to it to flesh it up. So the good thing about when we are brainstorming, this is early days, right? Because you can also use this for a commercial purpose. Let's say you're building this app with a friend or a colleague or a partner that you want to take this business online. You can actually send this link to them and they can actually add their own comment. So yes, I can see 2 people have joined. You can add more features to this recharge app. You can create your own branch, and when you do that, when you finish, maybe there's something I omitted, do it now so I can add it before we convert it before we take it to our mind map, our vibe coding to convert it to an application. All right. Is anybody working on the app? I've not seen any changes yet. I'm supposed to see if anybody is adding to it. This is a live session. I hope my connection is not broken. Hello?
So, Suleiman, are we supposed to add details to the key features?
Yes, please do.
Okay, got it.
I'm imagining that we're collaborating as a team, and this is my first iteration of thinking about this app I want to build. So I want you to add either more features or to make a comment so that I'll take note of it before we send this to our vibe coding application.
Oh, it's just I'm not able to add it on the mind map.
All right. Let me see what I may have done wrong. Let me give me a minute.
I guess you need to invite people by adding their email address. So how about this? We type in the comment and
Okay.
yeah, and tell you like which features we want you to
Okay.
add. Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Tell me what features you want.
Okay.
That's new. Okay. Because what I shared was supposed to be a public link.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. So what features should we add?
So
For example.
yeah, multiple payment method, for example, credit card.
Okay. Okay. All right. You can pay for the internet through your
Yeah.
internet banking app. Great. Beautiful. All right. That's nice. This is great. Any other person want to add something?
An history feature.
Where do you want me to go to?
I know last day, last week, last month, last year.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. So we want to know what happened. 3 months report. Week, 2 week recharge history. If there were anything, 2 weeks. Great. Superb. All right. So imagine we've gone through this. You see, by the way, this is a good example of why we need to brainstorm, because there's no way your AI will know what it is you have in mind. So before you jump in and you try as much as possible to ensure that it captures everything you need, you can now actually do this. So let me take a screenshot of this. So this is my mind map. I've taken this, what I want to build. I can now go here to, let's go to Lovable. Let's give me 1 minute. So we're going to give an instruction and say, please help me create this application based on the image attached. Is meant for a family of 4 persons. That is supposed to be an energy charge app. And we use in Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm going to paste the screenshot I took a few minutes ago, put it here, and we're going to try and give that instruction for you to go. In the meantime, let me copy this, because I'm going to take this same instruction and I'm going to use it for my Google AI Studio. So I've hit the instruction. The AI will try and build this mind map based on the instruction I've given. So let us, as it starts to think through it, we'll come back to it in a few minutes from now. Let's come here to Google AI Studio, right? So we want to build. This is build. And we're going to give an instruction, same way we gave to Lovable. We'll paste this here. And I'll go back and take that same image of the mind map. I'll add it here. I say paste. So we have the instruction now. So I can give the instruction for you to build as well. Now, so that you don't think that this is unusual, if I use a Claude, so that we can have a chance to go through here, Claude AI. I'll give the same instruction to Claude. Claude is like ChatGPT, it's like Gemini and everything, just to show you that it doesn't matter which, though some are better than the other, but the point is that when it comes to simple apps, you have a friend in all these AIs, they can help you put up your app as quickly as possible. Okay, so I've added the image. Now let me go back and pick the prompt that I gave earlier on. So I'll just pick it so I don't reinvent the wheel. There we go. Oh, so it will start building now. So I have 3 LLMs or AI tools that are trying to help me build an app. So it is possible, because it's generative AI, they have different ways of approaching this problem I'm giving to them. I can actually pick idea from one LLM and tell it to make those corrections in the one eventually that I choose. So we're spoiled for choice here. Okay, so this guy says this. I can see you want to create. Lovable is asking me a question. Before I can create a plan, I have a few questions that you need to answer. Okay. What are these questions? Okay, what are the questions? Okay. Please go ahead.
Mhm.
Ask them.
Just a question, if I may.
Yes, please.
Why don't you? It could be quicker to just copy and paste the whole map from the center and give it to Claude or Gemini, because you don't need the step of interpreting the image.
No. Yeah, yes. Oh no, say that again, Louis, so I understand. I could do what?
Just copy and paste the content of the map to Claude.
Oh,
and,
yes. It is possible. It is possible. Thank you for very good suggestion. So how you communicate the information? Remember in your mind map, you have so many export style. You could export this also to as a markdown document. You could export this as an image. You can export this as a PDF. You can export this as Word. Once you copy the word and paste it there, it will do the same. Yes. I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible. That's why I followed this approach. Well done. Good point. Okay. So let's see who is going to, this guy is taking forever today. Okay. So we have the first person to come up with an app right now is Google AI Studio. So we have a mock-up. Now, the good thing about this vibe coding is that once you give your first set of instruction to your AI, it does as best as possible what it is you want. But because AI, like human beings, make mistakes, do things wrongly, etc., they may not do things the way you want. That's why we have what you call iteration whenever we're doing vibe coding. It means you have the opportunity of refining your instruction to the AI to correct it. But let's look at what it is we have built here. So here, this is a recharge top up. It has created one for me. It is sensible enough to know I'm in Nigeria, so it's using my country's currency. So if somebody was in France, the person would have used a euro as a currency. But here we go. It says here that actually these are different ways in which I can recharge this app, right? It's imagining that I'm going to be the one to do the payment. It has told us that you can also do a bank transfer, etc. When you do that, you get a token that you'll be able to do your recharge. It can show usage, or can show map. If you don't like the map, you can change it. It has put some historical transactions here for you. And if you do let's say you wanted to do a top up, let's say you want to buy credit, so we can actually buy credit here for example. Let's select 10,000, right? We imagine we used our debit card to do it. We made the payment. He gave us this recharge card. So you decide exactly what works for you. Let us see what Monsieur Claude has done. So Claude is also generating its own application right now. So there we go. So you can see this is a Claude version of it. The good thing about it is that all these apps, you need to also learn a couple of things to be able to make your app work easily as you want. But the idea I'm trying to put across for everybody here that's on this call is that it is always good for you to follow a step. That way, the AI speaks your mind and does exactly what it is that you want. Let me just quickly take you guys through this 7-step process. I'm sure all of you now have access to it. I actually shared the QR code and the URL. Here it is. All it's just saying is that anytime you are trying to build an app, it's important for you to first ask the question, what problem are you trying to solve, right? Of course, it's not as simple as what problem do you solve. For who do you want to solve this problem, right? What are the features that it needs? This is where you do a brain dump and you start to build a mind map as we were building earlier on to show you all the different features that the app should have. If there's something that is missing in the app, then you can add it, right? After you put it, then you now convert it to a mind map. You will now identify the core features you want. Then you give the instruction to your AI. it will build the first version for you like it did for this AI studio. Then you can now iterate and add more features. So let me go back to the app here, for example. So let's say we're done now with this app, and I wanted to add a feature to this app. So this is the home page. Let me see. Let's say I wanted to change the currency, or maybe add an additional currency. Please add a new currency. Let's add. So it will work now and generate a new app. The good thing about it is that we are writing in simple English language. By the way, it's not only English you can speak. If you speak French, all you need to do is to get the French version of convert it to French and give your instruction. And it's not only through writing you can. There's voice here. You can also speak and you convert to text. I can give an instruction for your AI to generate the type of app that you want. So that's it. So once he's making this correction now, let me go through the other features we were talking about earlier on. So today we're talking about looking at different people that build apps, right? So let's take someone that is in a bakery. This is somebody who runs a bakery, and the person wants to develop a very simple app, right? To be able to hold stock and everything. Let's say the person had mapped something as simple as this, just the same way I did earlier on. I have a tool here. I'll capture this, and just watch me now. So this is my app. I can actually open another Google AI Studio. Come here, and I put this instruction: please help me build inventory app of my bakery. This is my app as a guide. So if you start building this inventory bakery app for you, he's doing that. Once he's doing that, we should go back and see what it is that he has done with our multi-currency. It's coming now. Once he finishes, he's going to add some more features for us to be able to have more than one currency for payment. The beauty about this is that prior to the advent of generative AI, for you to build an app, first, it will take a long time for several reasons. One, because many people don't know how to build an app. You have to learn how to code. When you don't know how to code, you have to outsource the service. And because you didn't know how to even code or understand what it is you want, you have to describe it to a developer who goes ahead and develops it. So let us see what has changed in this application since we followed our manual. Let's go here. Let's see, maybe top up. Where would the currency be? In a minute, added a new currency options. It hasn't changed anything. That's weird. Okay. Let's go back and I have not seen any change in this app. Suppose to add a currency optional field for dollars and euro. Please, can you effect this correction? Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. I can't seem to find where it has changed the currency options in the top up. So let's see what it does or why it didn't do that. Let us see whether our inventory app is ready. Let me go to Claude. See, okay, so this is Claude. It's showing you how the app will look like. If you want to do a recharge, it's telling you can even do by USSD. You can confirm your charge. It can give you analytics. It can tell you when. It can tell you. So for this one, let's try instruction to tell you to create, add a currency option, dollars and euro. Okay, so our bakery app is ready. I had to switch, let that one be running. But what is important here, as you all can see here, is that this guy has built a bakery app for us, following the instructions that we gave to it. It tells you it is possible that there are things that are missing here in this app that is not there. So all we need to do is to ask the AI to add those features. It has also added, hold on. Oh, interestingly, in this one, it added a AI feature, right? Let's see. But yes, so if you wanted to ask a question, how many bags of flour do we have in stock? Yeah, see what to do. So in this case here, this is showing you that even developing an app that I did not consider adding AI feature. So in your application, your application doesn't have to be vanilla. The good thing about this new age is that you can even actually add AI intelligence into your app. In the case of this app that Google AIC does done for us for this bakery, it has enabled us, instead of always going to query the master, we can actually ask questions of the application. So what I'm trying to show here is how easy, it doesn't matter what industry that you're in, for you to write an application that suits what it is that you want. Let's go back. Let's see whether this gentleman has fixed the currency issue. Hopefully, for this, I've updated the dashboard. I'm going to make currency selector more robust. I hope you can see the currency selection now. Can't see anything like currency. Okay, so AI sometimes can really be very stupid, right? We're having that kind of situation here. I'm giving the instruction, but obviously it is not following the instruction that I want. Let me go here. So we're going to try and build 2 more applications, which is for another set of users, like somebody here who is trying to build a sales app. This person sells clothing, and the person is a retailer. The person has defined what the problem is. They have difficulty in remembering a customer's taste. So it means that once a customer buys from you, you want to be able to know the size and the style. You wanted to know what their preferred color is, so that once you capture it during the point of purchase, it is kept in a database and it's simple. So the same thing I did earlier on. I'm going to go here and I take a screenshot of the mind map of what it is I've mind mapped. Remember, because of time exigency, I'm not working with you guys to think through all the branches. But the point to be made is that every individual understands their business or understand the pain points that they are trying to solve. By using AI like I'm using right now, you're able to build an app that addresses what it is that you want. So let's go back again. Let us try and use ChatGPT this time around to build this app. See what does. I'm going to give an instruction. Now it says here, please help me build this sales app on my clothing business. See attached by map. The guy. Okay, so it will start to try and build this app for us. Let's see what what it comes with.
Excuse me, sir. Did you provide the picture or the link, the internet link to the map?
No, I know what I just did was I took a screenshot. So I have a screenshot app here.
Yes, the screenshot.
Yes, the screenshot I did. So
Okay,
I'm just trying to show you. So anytime I take a branch of a profession, you can see here. Maybe I should blow this up. Just give me a minute. Where is the size? Let's try 150 or 120. Okay, no, 150 will be fine. Okay. So this is this for example. What I did was I have a software called Snagit. So Snagit is my screen capture tool. So what I did was take a screenshot this way. So this is the screenshot. Then I just say copy. Have I answered the question? Okay, so it's the same for let's go to so this is your inventory. Back to the inventory. So what we've done here is we've tried to keep it very simple. So if there is a feature you don't like, so this guy obviously has flour. This is what is in stock. So in this case, let us even add the this button is not working. Okay. So anytime you have this kind of problem, all you need to do is to tell the AI, okay, that the buttons of the stock inventory is not working. Please fix the quick add button. So what I'm doing right now is what you call iteration, right? So you keep refining your application or what it is you've seen, because the first time your AI brings out a thing, it sometimes doesn't bring a perfect fit, things work. It is your job to give it the instructions to make the adjustment it needs. So in this case, I'm telling that the quick add button also is not working. Add button is not working. Please fix. So there we go. So let's go back to ChatGPT now. This is ChatGPT. It's already asking me some questions. Now, look at what is happening here. ChatGPT, for this clothing line, it even gives me a mock-up. Now, there are tools. Can you see? This is somebody that's selling a clothing, right? He's showing you mock-ups of things you never even considered. So maybe part of what we should have done is to have gone online to go and look at mock-ups. So Google has a application mock-up tool. I forgot the name of the tool now, but there is a tool like that you can go and select. So you can pick a type of design style for you to build your app. Is this how you want the mock-up to look like? You can choose. You see, so for us, when we're doing this mind map, we didn't consider all this. But at least it has taken all the things, it calls all the core features, etc., and giving you a design now. It is based on this that is going to build an app. But I'm going to do something here, because when it comes to app development, Google AI Studio is very good. I will take all these questions he has asked me, right? I'm going to do something now to make this app quicker and better in the design than what ChatGPT will do. But ChatGPT has done a very good job. It's made my job very easy. Things I didn't consider that I need for this app, it has already given it to me. So I can add it to the same image I did earlier on. Let's create a new AI Studio. Now, one thing you can do whenever you're mind mapping is if you forget something in your design, right, you can easily add it. So let us take here, I'll talk about design. Let's look at sizes of periods type. We have extra large, large, medium, small, right? Maybe we forgot to add the type of colors. So we tell you to have colors in the selection. Colors. So what your mind map does for you is that it becomes a repository of all the things you are thinking, because it's pointless for you to be writing it in different places if you use your mind map as the template, like the way an architect does the sketch and everything, you can always come back to this map and look at it and know what is missing, and you can easily add it. So those are one of the benefits of you using the mind map. So I was telling you that we want to do a new app based on what ChatGPT gave to us. So what I'm doing here is I'm using a mix of different apps to be able to build my apps. Things I'd never thought about before, they are here now. Even ChatGPT has made my job easy for me. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to add that a picture, the mind map I did earlier on, and add it and paste it here as part of my story. And I'll go to the top here and add a context. Press Shift Enter and say, please build the sales app based on the items written below and include whatever may be missing from the mind map attached. So we should be able to build a good sales app. The woman that is selling her clothes now, she has a good opportunity to do things. Let us go back to our whether Google has finished the true corrections. I complained that this quick add is not working, and I also complained that the plus button for adding an inventory is not working. So hopefully it will be able to do that now. We're able to add more features. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay. All right. So it has followed the instruction and changed things now. Let's see whether it will work. It's now still working. Add. Okay, finally, at least the add button works now. So it has followed all instructions. So in that button doesn't work, we can still give instruction to do that again. But now I can now add other items in my in my goods. So maybe this is dairy. There's a particular kind of milk. Maybe it's goat milk. This is kg. What quantity? We have 15 of them. 15. And we can add it to our stock, right? So the dairy, we can add it. So this is the goat milk. You can see there's a new category called goat milk. So this is what it is. So anytime we sell something, we take one out, it becomes 4. You saw the minus? Okay, so that's it. So that's so you can. The point I'm trying to make here is that it does not matter what type of professional you're a teacher, you're a student. You can easily build apps that meet your own need and help you get things done. Because of time, I will be closing by reminding you gently about the steps that I've taken today to try to make it very easy for the electricity map, right? So I showed you guys the mind map. I gave you the highlights of the structures and the features that you want. I take you through the journey. I converted the mind map to a prompt. You saw me do that. And after I generated the first set of codes, I did some iterations and made changes, and we demoed the app. The next thing, because of time, because this is not a vibe coding class, the natural thing is once you're happy, you will now find a way to export your app and host it on different platforms, either on your own domain or on free apps like Netifly or Vessel, and you'll be able to get that map as showing. Our takeaway from this session is just to tell you again that anybody can build apps. I hope I've been able to demonstrate that during the. Let me see whether our clothing app is ready. Just give me a minute. It's still loading, so let's still go back to where we were before. Once the app is ready, I'll check before we close today. I'm sure during the Q&A. So because we have more time, more people here who can answer a question. So the first thing is that your mind map help you clarify your thoughts. Anything you're thinking about, you can easily organize it. And it also gives you the chance for your imagination to fire for things you may have omitted, so you can add it. Good thing about mind mapping is that if you start simple, when you want to build an app, don't try to fit in all the features in one day. Build it in step. Build what you call a minimum viable product. Something that works, then you can start iterating and adding more features, right? The good thing about it is that you don't need to know how to code, because if you noticed anything about this application, let me use the Claude example here is that, sorry, I don't know why it's failed. Is after having developed this app, behind the scene, there is always a code for all these applications. I'll show it to you for each of the different apps. So let us say this is the electricity app. It will show you a preview of how the app looks like. But this is the code. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know how to code. I don't even know what all this Greenish means. But see how easy it is for you to develop an app on the fly. That is the biggest advantage that AI has brought to everybody. It has leveled the playing ground, making it easy for anybody, immaterial of age, race, professional, or bring it as far as you can speak the language and you can explain what it is you want done. Your AI will help you get it there. I think my last demo is still just to let me make sure that this sales app we can get ready so you can see how different it is. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sales app. This is a boutique. They are selling clothes. So if you make a new sale, you get these are the dresses, these are mock-ups, and you have it. The app is here. You can easily make a sale. Either the customer is paying cash or card or is doing a transfer. This is your customer database. You can add more customers. Like for example, you can add Suleiman Shaibu to this app. My number is 879-554-3221. Okay, that's not my number, by the way. I'm just joking. I'm extra large. And what color? My color is yellow. And I like silk. This is just an example. And you save the customer. Suleiman Shaibu is here. This is it. So next time the customer comes, we know what his preferences are and we can look at it and we will to answer the customer. We can even integrate this application where we can send an email to the customer about the new promos that we have. If it is integrated with the voice function, we can actually call from our app and speak to the same person, the same way you call people through your WhatsApp call to be able to do that. We have an inventory of all the clothes that we have. These are the things that we have in stock right now. So every time we make a sale to a customer, one of these reduces. So this is a silk blouse. We come here, we're trying to make a sale. This is silk blouse. We order 2 from the store and we charge the customer. We collect the money, the sale is complete. If you go back to the store, you will notice that the silk should have reduced now. So I think we had 6 now. We can try it again. Yeah, so if it's not working, the logic is not working, you tell the AI. So that is the story of using MyMap to be able to think through what it is that you want, to be able to build the app that you want, and you can keep iterating. If you follow our 7-step process here, you'll see it. After you give the instruction, you build the first version, then you give instruction as to the new features you want or the corrections you want, so you get the kind of app that you want. So we have 4 minutes, so it's time for question and answer, and I hope I've not been speaking to myself. Is everybody still here?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's amazing and very eye-opening. I saw Davinder, you just raised your hand. Did you have any questions?
Okay.
Yes, I want to ask one question. Like the inventory management is awesome applications of the AI tools. If I want to add, if the application provide me the inventory levels, like 2 to 3 items I require to fulfill my minimum level of inventory, with the updation of price, latest price updation from some other websites. So how can I add with my financial implication to incur for the minimum level inventory, multiply with the latest price from the websites into that applications? It's just an add-on.
No, it's very, very, very good question. Actually, that's what makes AI so interesting. Now, I can bet it never considered it. So, what you need to do is to ask it now to add a feature for when you want to upload. So, look at it right now. This is your inventory, right? See, Right now, the way it is right now, you can only add this inventory by adding physically yourself one item or the other. But you know, if you're a small company where maybe your orders only come in trickles or you sell in small quantity, you can sit down and be doing this. But that's not a sufficient function. You can actually ask it to add a feature like this. Let's start. So please add an upload feature to the inventory. So just in case you want the AI to know exactly what you're saying, you can take a screenshot and add it. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this so that it knows that this is what I'm talking about. I'm referring to this inventory here where you add new products. I'm going to, you see when I attach it now. Before I attach, I can show it to you. This is it. I'll take a screenshot. Are you see my screenshot? So I'm going to give an instruction to it. And I'll ask it, say, please add an upload feature to the inventory where you can do a bulk upload using Excel or a CSV file. So what it means is that once you have the your inventory, all your new inventory you want to bring in, all in Excel, is been arranged according to this where these fields are, you can easily upload the item. By the way, please create a simple Excel sheet that matches the upload file so that I will have a sample when I want to upload new inventory. The new inventory should, okay, so your inventory right now, okay, let's first create this one first. Let's don't confuse the guy. Because what's supposed to happen, according to your question, is that you should actually have a place for the cost and you should have a cost for the selling. So in this inventory here, you can see here that there's no price that has been provided, cost price. So maybe we should ask you to add a field now. So you should do two things. Secondly, add a unit cost price, which is the cost of purchase for each item. Feature of adding the bulk upload so that when you get a new price from the web and you put in an Excel sheet, you can upload it inside and you can also have the unit price of how much it costs. Then you now have the selling side. So to answer your question, the answer is yes, it can do those updates automatically. All you need to do is to explain the logic. Remember, AI does not understand your business until you give it guide as to how your rules of your own business. So the logic of your own business is yours. So thinking about it right now, going back to this mind map, I think we're talking about the seller's mind map. Give me a minute. So here we must have, must have a feature for costing. Create model for inventory cost as cost of purchase of the inventory units. Now this is long. I don't do my mind map, but for the purpose of explaining to you what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. So right. So let's go back and see what has happened to our applications. It's still changing. So you should actually come out with what it is that you want. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's
okay. So by the way, it's already working on it. It already knows that it's going to give us a download template. so that we'll know that anytime we have the Excel sheet, as long as we have fields according to it, it is easier for us to upload new, what do you call it, inventory that we get from other sources instead of typing them one after the other. I've also told you that you should also change the UI so that you have a place for cost price, so we know how much we actually bought that inventory. Yes, and if you wanted to put an amount so that I can know how much the total inventory is, we put it so that we can know how much inventory is sitting in our business. Now, the good thing about it is that prior to now, and this is what vibe coding has done for us, you will have had to call the developer. Imagine I was the developer, right? You would have had to tell me, you make a correction, then maybe in the middle of the night, an idea will come to you, change again. If you're not paying me a lot of money, I will start getting irritated. But AI is here to solve those problems. That way, even before you ask a guy to build it and clean up the UI and everything, on your own, you can build something that looks like what it is you want. You can bring your imagination to life before you send it to another person to help you complete the application. So I think it's made the correction. So let's go back to that inventory and see. Yeah, so we have costing now in the. Let me expand it to the big size. Full screen. So we have inventory now. Let's make it hang. Okay. All right. So there's a glitch. We can't even see the correction we just did. So much for. Yeah, but the most important is it has done what it is you want. Let's see. Where is the import field?
Actually, it provides you the import template feature. That's why it is not.
It has. Yes, it has. It has. Well done. Yes, it has done that. And also
with the help of templates, you can update the price, not directly in the portal.
So that's it. The feature is there. I can see it now. Yeah. So
yes.
That's it. It's updated. So what I'm saying is this: it gives you a lot of room, but you need to put whatever that is in your mind on a mind map so that we can see it. It helps you visually ensure that what it is that you want to do, you capture everything, then you can. And you can always modify your mind map and again attach it and say, this are the things that I want added. You've already done this, but please kindly add these features.
In the same way, it can fetch the live prices or archived prices at the end of the day from other sources also.
Yes, that's correct. So you can, for integration purposes, so add an integration where the inventory cost prices comes from Amazon websites. Whatever. This is just an example. It's far-fetched, but at least we can try. But you need to have a source, maybe a website you have where you have integration with your supplier that once he sees that, he knows how to plug in those prices. Yep. Next questions, please. If there are still more.
Yeah,
What's your thing?
Yeah, I think I have one takeaway and two questions.
Okay.
My takeaway is AI can do almost all the application development work, but at the end of the day, it's still around. It goes around our own needs. So we need to think clearly and lay them out. And give the AI or vibe coding tool a place to start, and then we can iterate and give it instructions to adjust along the way. So that's my takeaway. And before it's vibe coding could be a very vague word, and in my imagination still needs some coding inside. But this is very eye-opening and lower the barrier to even every single one of us to develop an app.
Yes. Spot on.
Yeah. So
Spot on.
my question for you, Suleiman, is one is
Yes.
you mentioned that you've already built a bunch of different apps using your
Yes.
vibe coding tool. Like, can you show us some of your your most proud of or most interesting apps that you
Okay.
built?
Okay. So this is so this is where I started from. The first app I built is a blood pressure health tracking app to help manage blood pressure. So let's log in and see what we have here. So you can log in with Google. Okay. Come here. So the way the app is built, you are supposed to be able to add new features to your application. So this is an application where you measure your blood pressure every day. You have a blood pressure measuring device. You key in the figures here. Depending on the nature of the high blood pressure you're dealing with, you can take your daily reading, morning to evening. You can put a status of whatever it is from a health point of view. You can order your drug here. Depending on the kind of drugs that you want, you can do a refill function and add. So that's it. You can also generate reports of your activities. So let's say for the past 3 months, let me see, I don't think I've not used this one for the past 3 months. You can get health tips. So this is this application. Let's go. This application is a networking app that I use maybe when I'm facilitating a retreat. I want to get people talking, to get to know each other, etc. I can actually build this app. So imagine if, for example, this is I'm at a technology event, right? And I wanted to ask people a series of questions so that they can get to know each other. This app can generate the questions we need that will act as the icebreaker for the people that is involved in it. You can also type the questions yourself. You can reduce the amount of time. Let me give you a minute, 5 minutes. Okay. So it will generate a question. Now, so these are the questions you want. Then you can generate the game. So the idea is this is what happens when you network. So what people are supposed to do is that they're supposed to take this. So if you scan this QR code, for example, if you scan it now, you can actually play a game where you go around asking people the questions that are being asked in the game. So that's what is meant for. I've built an app where, because I teach people how to do AI, I've created a quiz. You can take this quiz, and it's very straightforward. You put in your name, you put in your department, company, and you start the quiz. Let's say, for example, I said my name is John. I work in the plants. I work for Delta Afrique. This is the date, and this is the question. By the time you finish, it will give you your scores and everything. So that's that. I've developed an app you can use to, if you take your LinkedIn profile. Let me show you this LinkedIn profile. Take myself, LinkedIn profile. And there are some that I've not shown here because they are meant for my customers. So there are privacy concerns here. But hold on a minute, let me just quickly do this. No, let's do this. Hold on, just give me a minute. Bye. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, so imagine this is my this is my profile. Just give me 1 minute. And I'm going to take somebody's, give me an example. I'm going to use myself as a sample test. So this is my profile. So with this application, with this resume application, you can actually take somebody's profile online from LinkedIn, copy it, put it here. Let's see, where is this? So you can put it here, put a JD you're looking for, and you can analyze the person's CV. So that's it. There are many like that. Good. Shall we? Hello, are we still there?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's it. That's it. So this is a leaderboard, for example. I use this when we're running a program. Maybe we're grading people for a program I'm running. You want to be able to score the people that are participating in the program. You can actually do just that. You have all the information you need. You can score them based on their ranking, what it is that they've scored, etc. And that's it. So
amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. My maybe very quick next question is, well, one comment is, I remember Elon Musk in an interview last week saying, the future of phone is just a device with no apps in it, and everything is generated in real time. Now I really understand it after a session. So
yes, that's very easy.
That's the future.
The apps you can develop is at your choice.
Yeah. Everything is customized to the.
I have
to
games.
The.
Yes, I've been games that have developed. Let me check my AI studio. So let me show you. So yes, it all depends. It just depends on the individual. Maybe 1 minute. Let's start.
Like everything is customizable to the extreme level.
Yes, everything is customized. Yes, is customizable to your own taste. So you're in charge of your future. I mean, you cannot afford to say you can't afford to be helpless in this new age.
Absolutely.
That's the message.
Yeah.
You can't. Your future is in your hands, right? So you decide what is important to you. Yeah. And the good thing is that you can stay competitive. So look at this game, for example. I saw this game online. It's called Categories. I have created my own version of it. If I hit play now, within the next 2 minutes, a set of questions will come which you need to answer as soon as possible. That start with S. Brand name. What brand name start with S? Can you think of? What animal starts with S? Snake. Okay, snake. Hobbies. Things associated with school that start with S.
Yeah.
Or clothing that start with S. Shirt. Countries that start with S.
Spain.
Spain. What's that? That is associated with travel.
Travel.
Things that are around that start with S. What are things that are around that start with S? A fictional character, a pastime that is S, snorkeling.
Okay.
Snorkeling. Not
Singing.
Sorry?
Singing.
Singing.
Okay. Oh, singing. Okay, let's see what I take one I want. Singing. All right. Things found in the park that start with S. Do you know any popular brand? Skoda is a brand.
Okay.
I hope so. Skoda. Historical figures.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. Yes. Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Okay. Let's see. Fictional character. Superman.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Word associated with travels.
You've not been traveling a place,
Bro.
right?
Well, school bus.
Well, school bus. Let's see. We'll see what will come out.
Things that are round.
Sun.
A sun.
Oh, sun.
Okay.
Yes, sun is
That's a good
round. Well done. Saying
Things.
what else? The last one. It's time up. So we got 11 over 12. Let's see the answers. No, I don't want to play again. So
Special.
what we missed out was
swings.
spatula. Then things that are in the park, swing, and things that show school students.
Yes, quite interesting.
Okay, so what you guys look. So what I'm saying is this, right? You can actually bring your dream alive with vibe coding. If anything that you've been wondering, there's an app for it. So
Yeah.
you just click it up and you make your life easy. So for me, I use it for my business, and it works for me. I use it for creating dashboards to represent different kind of things for different type of people. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just there.
This is amazing.
It's there. You make your life really, really easy. Give me a minute. Let me show you this. So you know that.
Well, people say, "Well, AI will take over our jobs," and it's scary, but it creates so many ways for us to entertain ourselves and help us realize.
Yes, you
dreams.
entertain yourself. Yeah, come up with something you want to do.
Yeah.
So let me show you, for example. So when I teach leadership, for example, to customers, I actually created this with AI, right? So it tells you your personality. It helps you with, for example, if you're a green energy person, red energy person, how do you speak to somebody that is blue? It gives you an example. So when I'm doing a class, I can easily share this with the clients and they can learn. Before now, it was a laborious process to get these things done. But with AI, the possibilities are many. Yes, the possibilities are many. That's the word for everybody to know that you have no excuse.
So powerful.
There's nothing. You want to play a game, you want to play Pokemon, you want to play, you just create game. You can even take a picture of something and say, look,
Yeah.
I've seen this game. This helped me create this type of game. And instantly, within minutes, your game is created. You've seen how I developed a sales app. I developed a bakery inventory app. Today, I did a recharge app for my house, etc. So that's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's already 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
That's
So it's done.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Suleiman, and this is really eye-opening, and
Yes.
it's a great connection between mind map, Xmind, laying out ideas, and with
laying out your ideas and everything. Yes.
yeah.
So I'm sure you guys know how to reach out to me. My details are here. I'm available to talk anytime you need help. I'll also be try to be active in the Slack group. So yeah, if there's anything you guys need, I'm here.
Okay, thank you so much. And
Follow.
this is our Xmind playbook session, and thank you so much for whoever attended, and thank you for Devinder for sticking around with us. And yeah, looking forward to our next sessions in the future, and feel free to join our social media, our online communities that you can find on our website. And
thank you very much, Sting and
Thank you.
Peter. Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter,
Thank you,
one last query from Xmind.
Okay.
That do we have any promotional tie-up with biggerplate.com for learning Xminds deeply for practical implementation? There's a Bigger Plate platform is providing the presentation video courses for learning Xmind more deeply.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
do we have any?
Yeah, so
I didn't find any tie-up specifically for. Actually, I am a Xmind Pro user since last 2 to 3 years.
I see.
So I'm find it very suitable. Big platform is any
Right.
tie-up for subscriptions offer of Pro or Premium Plus members.
Mm.
Do we have any specific tie-ups with the big platform? Big Plate,
Big
it's
plates.
a bigplate.com.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Bigger plates.
Yeah, bigger
plates.
plates.
Bigger
Sorry.
plates. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bigger Plates is a partner with us, and they do have a lot of tutorial videos, and on our own website, Xmind's official website, we do have user guides and YouTube videos that you can go through and learn about how to use mind map as a concept, as a tool, and use Xmind as well. And of
So
course,
do we
we
have
will.
any promotional tie-ups for subscriptions offered by Bigger Plates for Xmind Pro subscribers? I didn't find any
Yeah,
kind of promotional offers.
we haven't had that. We don't have that right now, but
Okay.
yeah, but we are open to that, and it's a great suggestion. We can look into that.
Yeah, please let me know if there is any updates in this regard in future.
Sure.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay. Thank you, Davinder, and thank you, Suleiman. Great session, and let's.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.